another game here from the past. Two extremely good players. We got Slin, Siren, and we also have Voodoo as UEF. So Voodoo is currently active. Slin hasn't really been on for a little while. But let's see what happens in this one. So I have the storm. It's a water map, basically land all the way around. It's going to be the middle island, some mass spots plus some mass to reclaim. Should be a pretty nice fight over that. That's where usually players send early NGs. You can see the plans for Slin's ACU. He's going to go across the top, try to capture the side base. You can see the plan for Voodoo is actually go vertical and they'll meet in the same place. So that's a chance occurrence here, and you can see plans for the middle island for this one of the first NGs. You can also see here Voodoo has just reclaimed a little chunk of mass. You can see it on the other side. Usually noobs miss this one. It's about 300 mass. It really helps your first build order. You see Voodoo here going after the Hydra. It's important. Both NGs going up. You see spamming quite a bit of power. Second air. This is 3599 by the way. You can see second air for Slin as well. So very similar for both players. Two NGs at the Hydro. One NG going to the middle. One difference is that we see some hunters from Slin. They're going to be looking for expanding NGs. You can see both of these very aggressive hunters. Also, both players going very early Navy. This is minute 3. They're both working on a factory. It's going to be very close in the middle. A lot of plans for both players. You can see this pretty quick NG here from Slin. Already getting a mass extractor too. Now he's going to go across trying to get a factory. Now we see the first scout now from Slin. He's going to see what Voodoo is doing. We see a very early transfer from Voodoo. He's sending this opposite where his ACU went. This is actually going to be very close. 4 NGs are going to be dropped off with the hunter running by. It's be curious. Yeah. Slinfolo has noticed this, and it's going to be a fight between NGs and a light assault bot. So the NGs begin making a plasma cannon. One NG dies. One NG runs away. So good move from Slin, kills off 2 NGs and runs away before there's a chance to get killed. So while we're watching that, both NGs are dead in the middle. Looks like this bomber from Slin is taking care of the situation. Also killed off another NG. So pretty aggressive. We see both ACUs going to the same spot. This can be very close. And also a frigate coming through from Slin. We see a submarine from Voodoo. Looks like the submarine plans on going to Voodoo's factory, or Slin's factory is going T2 now. More air factories from Slin, and now we see the 2 early navies meeting. Submarine versus frigate. So frigate can shoot back, but the sub really low damage per second. We see another drop from Voodoo. Some NGs, so ahead of his ACU. He's going to get a PD in, radar, and a whole bunch of factories. So that's one big difference. Now Voodoo has been very aggressive with some more bombing here with Slin. With those transports, no transports from Slin. However, instead of transports, Slin does have early T1 air domination. 4 kills for this bomber. There is a nice air force from Voodoo. He's going to kill off this bomber. 5 kills for this bomber. And we see that hunter already with 4 kills. He's going to get a little more. Really good NG killer here. So 5 kills for this hunter from Slin. And now Slin's going to find out that he's a little late to this top spot, running into a PD, and now Voodoo is actually going to help out. So Slin might think about taking this over with the ACU, but now with Voodoo's ACU, and now Slin has to run into the water. You can see here submarines from Voodoo. So Voodoo's thinking that he just checkmated Slin, forced him into the water, and he's going to kill him in the water with these subs. However, Slin does have a T2 submarines coming into the area, so that's going to save Slin. We see a really big land force, so the other base is going to be captured by Voodoo. You can see T2 sub, very effective against T1 subs, and Slin survives. So T1 air domination as well, so 3 kills for this T2 sub. No chance for these Mantis coming in. Voodoo is going to begin marching. On the other side, complete domination from Voodoo. He's got a few NGs. He's already capturing these mass extractors. Going to get the Hydro. we do see a cruiser that just come out. This is minute 9, very early Navy from Slin. T2 sub plus a cruiser. Navy for Voodoo, he's working on T2 now. No ships, however. Now I see a transport from Slin. He's going to take over the middle. So we can see the Navy basically belongs to Slin, but land he's got major problems. So you can see this Voodoo rolling through with his ground forces. You see retreating Mantis on both sides. You see how now we see a nice drop. 2 NG drop is going to capture some mass extractors. Nice aggression from Slin. Now this T2 sub is going to get a lot of kills from these NGs. A destroyer being built by Voodoo, however destroyers are not very good. Those of you who have destroyers are not very good against submarines. And now we see the Mantis versus Striker fight. A really big number advantage for Voodoo. Voodoo's just going to walk past. We see Jesters coming out. Some flag present with this army. Actually, you see Voodoo's ACU coming along with this large force. So we see in 12 minutes Voodoo's basically circled the entire map. However, it looks like he will lose this naval factory. Submarine plus a cruiser. Total air domination as well from Slin, and this is a very bad situation for Slin's main base. He really neglected ground, and he's paying the price. A lot of power, so if he's going to lose all that power, he's going to start making power somewhere else. And you can see Slin on his middle island. That's really the only territory he has besides a few mass extractors. And you can see here the cruiser at 9 kills already has taken Voodoo out of the water. The ACU for Slinfolo rolling through on land, but Slin's main base is completely wiped out. Now you can see Slin still working on another cruiser. He already has one with 17 kills. And now you can see Slin reclaiming, he just reclaimed his factory. This is really nice. Actually, a T2 engineer was made by Slin here. This is from that T2 factory. He's going to send him to the middle. And you can see at this point Slin has been taken off the mainland and put on the island. However, he does have 4 T2 ships, 2 T2 subs and 2 cruisers. 26 kills on one, 30 on the other. So big advantage for Voodoo at this point. Voodoo is trying to get into the water, but these submarines are going to keep him out. You can see his ACU trying to make another naval production area, multiple T1 factories. The cruiser is going to be looking for, you can see this 36 kill submarine. It's going to prevent any naval construction in this area. And Voodoo's main base is actually in a lot of trouble here with a cruiser. 51 kills already. And Slin is going to get some factories, get some engineers. NGs for Voodoo, still trying to cap mass extractor points. And really a large force here from Voodoo Master just sitting there. Transport bringing in some NGs, a lot of master reclaim plus mass spots. Pretty dominant from Voodoo. However, he has absolutely no control over Navy. And now I see some T2 mass extractors from Voodoo, far away from his main base, so a lot of ecoing. He's about to lose that to Navy. It's a 34 kill cruiser. And now the other naval production is found out by the sub. 25 kill Barracuda now is killing off these frigates. There's really nothing you can make at T1 to counter this T2 sub. We can see just T1. Now it's a T2 flying on a T2 factory from Voodoo Master. So T2 Air can make torpedo bombers to counter T2 Navy. This cruiser also racking up kills, 41 kills. Voodoo thinking about making naval production once again, but very difficult with T2 Navy staring at you. And Voodoo's main base is getting wiped out pretty quickly here. 80 kill cruiser, some NGs. And you can see most of the power production, actually at T2 power, this is a very valuable T2 NG that Slin has made. So Slin shouldn't have too much power problems with that T2 power. You can see he's got really nice coverage of the entire Navy. Spread out his ships really well. 89 kill cruiser now. This sub with 32 kills comes back. He's gonna kill off some more units. And now we see the T2 air from Voodoo, he's going to start killing off this T2 Navy. That submarine had no chance. Slin realizes this, is going to try to get his sub out of the way. One good thing about these subs, they do have stealth, so they're hard to spot. And T2 naval production is the target of these torpedo bombers. You can see Slin here is going to get both of his cruisers together. Excellent anti-air units, but focused torpedo bombers can't take these out. And it's really hard to make more cruisers when your naval factory is about to be killed. But now you see the cruisers coming in. They got excellent anti-air. They're going to begin killing those interceptors and torpedo bombers. So immediately after that factory is destroyed, Slinfolo is beginning to make a new one. Very important for Slin to make some T1 interceptors. You can see this cruiser begins taking damage. Pretty good veteran, so these regen very quickly. That T1 sub is still alive, 16 kills. T2 sub. Very important for Slin to get Air Force up, and now you can see Voodoo is making his way back. He already went around the map on land once, now he's going to come back. There's going to be a fight between Slin's ACU and this T1 force. He's got 30 kills on the ACU, he's making mostly air factories, not too much on ground. Might be in a little bit of trouble here. You can see another factory from Slin, he's going to go T2 with it. And plenty of NGs from Voodoo. He's taking over all these mass spots on the left side. 88 kill cruiser, 115 kill cruiser, and 18 kill submarine. So only 3 of those original 42 naval units from Slin alive. Now 60 kills on Slin's ACU. I will slow this down a little bit. More ground units coming into Slin's brand new base. Doesn't look like he'll be able to hold it. Pretty nice force. These are still veterans that I killed off his original base, and now we see another round of T2 bombers from Voodoo. They're looking for ships to kill, but now you can see there's a nice air presence from Slin. He was able to spam quite a bit of T1 air, and now those torpedo bombers are not going to be effective being shot down. And I can see some more T2 mass extractors from Voodoo. He's made them in 3 different spots in this map, and they're going to be destroyed. Excellent cruiser, 98 kills now. The other cruiser, 133. He's going to go after this T2 factory. You can see most of the production from Voodoo is on that T2 factory. And Voodoo's ACU is just sitting there thinking. So at this point, only 1 factory producing Navy from Voodoo. And you can see Slin's second base has been completely wiped out by Voodoo Master on land. So complete domination in terms of land for Voodoo. Very hard to get back on land for Slin once he was taken off. And you can see a rebuild a T2 naval factory from Slin. He's going to get another cruiser up very soon. He's got pretty good air domination. And now you can see this T2 air factory is the target for the cruiser. 151 kills in that cruiser now. And now an engineer from Voodoo attempting to make more factories. Looks like a little bit of a foothold on land from Slin, making some mass extractors. And now this 77 kill ACU looks like it's getting an upgrade. Pretty safe spot for him, given that Voodoo does not have either air or navy. We also see jesters now coming out from Slin. Given that he has air domination, he can fly now, go attack land. These are pretty adventurous NGs from Slin. Looks like he's going to try to reclaim this factory, and will be successful. And now a response from Voodoo. He's going to reclaim the NGs. So nice engineering fight there. Now we see these gestures. Killed off a few mass extractors, going to kill a navy. 117 kill cruiser is going to keep on pounding the power. This cruiser is 168 kills. Is going to try to destroy the top right side. You can see here Voodoo attempting to make T2 air. He's got plenty of build capacity. However, power might be an issue for him very soon. If you look at what he has, he's got very negative power. And the power that he does have is going to be killed off very soon. And now we can see actually Voodoo's ACU in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to make it onto air turret, but multiple jesters attacking him. He is making flak with a factory. And now cruisers coming in on his position as well. He's having really big trouble building anything right now. Yeah, he is attempting to make these torpedo bombers, but they get shot as soon as they're made. And now 7 jesters are going to go after Voodoo. He's still working on that anti-air turret, and now the cruiser is beginning to hit him. So Voodoo dies on minute 28, so he completely won land but did not win Navy.